Hello everyone, how are you? Today we are talking about how to name your business. So I know this is a big thing that comes up for a lot of people. You obviously want to pick a business name that's going to absolutely rock, but what the hell do you name your business? So a lot of people have come to me asking, should I name my business after myself and use my name, or should I come up with my own creative name for my company? So really there is no right answer, but it's all about looking at the pros and cons to each. So if you're a coach like myself, I think it is nice to use your personal name for your business because you're really able to establish yourself as a public figure. It's also cool though to have, a unique name that kind of sticks out and is really memorable and sort of tells your target audience what you do, what you're all about, but is more fun than your name. So it can go either way. Let's just talk about using your own name first. So the great thing about using your own name is that you have flexibility and growth for the future. So if you start out as a health coach, but then realize business coaching is your thing, if you use your own name, you don't have to go through the process of changing everything, and that can just be chaotic. That's something that I went through personally, and it would have been nice to have just had my own name so nothing had to change and it could have just continued to evolve as I did. But that's okay. So the great thing about using your own name, like I said, is you can constantly be creating courses or products that are just under the umbrella of your name. So as you evolve and as your business evolves, your name doesn't have to change with it. It can stay consistent and you can continually use that. Another great thing about your name is you can also use different taglines. So as your business continues to change, you can kind of switch the taglines up without changing your business name. So that's nice too. Another thing that I've realized is that using your own name can really help you take a step towards becoming visible. And what I mean by that is I know a couple of women who have said that they're totally okay with putting themselves out there as, like the kale doctor or something like that. But when it comes to, using their own name, Sally Sue, they freak out. So using your own name is just another step in really upping your visibility. So I would sum it up by saying that if you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur who knows you want to create, a bunch of different packages or programs, or you're just not 100% sure of the path you want to take, sticking to your name, great idea. However, creating your own company name is a great option if you know that it's something that you want to stick with for a while and you're also interested in having a name that really conveys what you do. So if that's something that, feels good for you, some things to think about are, what do you want your name to communicate? What values and distinguishing characteristics does your company embody? What are the key elements of your business? What words resonate with your ideal client? And what do you want people to feel when they see your name? So I think that it's nice when a brand's name really conveys either their expertise, their value, or their uniqueness. So it's really important that it's also memorable and easy to remember. So I would highly recommend staying away from long or confusing names because no one's going to remember that. Another great thing to do is write out your business name by hand on the computer, see what it looks like, kind of get the visual for it. And it's also really important too to do a trademark search to make sure your name isn't infringing upon anyone else's trademarks. And then another thing to consider is your domain name. So I think it's always great, first of all, to purchase your own name. So like LexiDangelo.com. It's important to purchase your own name as a domain name just to have for the future, and so no one else is taking it and posing as you, etc. But in terms of your own business name, you want to make sure that that's available, and if it's not, that's something pretty close to it's available so people can easily identify your business name with the URL. And it's just important to think about because when you have an online business, you really want to make sure that people can find you and that you're you're easy to find online because that's where your business is, and if people can't find you, then not so good. So once you've gone through, your brainstorming, you tried to figure out your domain name, you found it, it's available, do that for a bunch of different names just so you have options. And then once you do that, like really go through, see what you are drawn to, and also see what your target audience is drawn to. So ask people, be like, what resonates with you? What do you like about this name? What don't you like about it? And really get people's feedback. Another thing to do during the brainstorming process is literally just like write any idea that comes to you down. So it can be stupid, it can sound silly, whatever it is, just keep a record of, words that resonate with you, words that you think your target market will really like love, and words that describes your business. Whatever it is, just like write them down, and then you can always like mix and match and see how you can like make a fun combo in a name. There are obviously so many different ways to choose a business name, but at the end of the day, it's really important that it's going to feel good for you and that you're excited about it. So I would love to hear which one you're leaning towards, or if you already do have a business name, what it is and why you chose it. So definitely be sure to leave that in the comments, and I look forward to speaking with you guys next week.